Hey guys, it's Bree. So today we're going to be talking about reusable toilet paper, which to some of you will sound really weird. Some of you might be grossed out. Some of you might be clicking on this video thinking, what the hell is that? But stay with me. I'm going to explain and actually maybe give you some reasons why you might want to consider using it. So I washed my reusable toilet paper yesterday and it's just finished drying today. Actually, it probably finished drying last night, but I've just got around to doing all my clothes today, and I decided this would probably be a good time to turn on my camera and do a video on this, as I've had loads and loads of questions about it, people asking what is it, how does it work, how to use it, all that kind of stuff. So to use reusable toilet paper, I basically have here, I have a set of 25, I think, this is for one person, 25 of these reusable toilet paper squares from Cheeky Wipes, the website Cheeky Wipes. There's probably several different places that sell these. You can particularly get them on Etsy. You can get different patterns. I just got the plain white ones, and as you can see, they are stain free. They don't stain at all. Very easy to get clean. I hope you can see at least. Yeah, I have no stains on here at all. And I've been using these for about probably a year and a half now. I've had them for a while, and I've definitely found they've come into their own since I've moved into my own flat. But to use reusable toilet paper, you will need a set of these. I have 25 and that's for one person. This would probably last me about a week if I exclusively use this, maybe less, no, probably about a week if I use them exclusively. If you try and work out how many toilet breaks you have during your day and all that kind of stuff, and then you can work out how many you'd need. But you can make these by yourself really easily. They're just squares of flannel basically, and then I just fold them in half to store them in my bathroom, and then I sit them on like a shelf just behind my toilet, which is right next to where my usual toilet roll is. And that's very important when you first switch as well, because when you turn around to grab your toilet roll instinctively, you kind of need to see that they're there to remind yourself, oh, I actually have reusable toilet paper, because you know you've got into the habit of reaching for paper toilet roll. The only other thing you will need to use reusable toilet paper is a wet bag. So this is just a bag that's lined with a waterproof fabric, and this is important for using reusable toilet roll because it's going to be wet with urine and stuff. So I will just typically have this hanging on the back of my bathroom door, and what I'll do is I'll go through the week or the month or whatever, and I'll have this here, and every time I go to the toilet, what I do is I reach behind me, I take one of these flannels and I fold it into a quarter, and I just wipe like that. I reach down and I wipe with the flannel. The first time you use this, it's going to feel really, really weird because you're so used to paper and that kind of drying feeling that you get from it that you're going to have to take a bit of adjustment to get used to this, but it doesn't take long at all. Trust me, a couple of days, that's it. I wipe like that, and then I will fold this in half again so that I can't see any of the urine or whatever, and it doesn't really bother me, but like you can just fold it, and then I just drop it into the wet bag, zip it up, wash my hands, and go on with my day. And I keep repeating that process, continually putting them into the wet bag until the wet bag is full. This one is probably just slightly too small. I reckon it's about probably 10 inches by 12 inches this wet bag looks to me. Either way, I think if you can get a little bit bigger than that, that'd probably be better. This is by My Little Patch. It's just a seller on Etsy, I believe. I used to stock some of her products on my website, so that's why I have this. So I just continuously put them in this wet bag. And then when this starts to get full, or I start to get low on these, I will also use normal toilet paper as well. I only use reusable toilet paper for when I pee. I won't use it for poos or anything. I will use it when I'm menstruating as well, but I won't use it for poos just because personal preference. You can totally use it for that as well, but it's really up to the user. So I repeat that process for the week, and then when this starts to feel full, what I'll do is I'll just have a quick look in my washing basket and decide whether my clothes need washing. If there's enough clothes in there that I deem it necessary to do a wash, then I will throw them in the washing machine with these. Seriously, phone? I will throw these and my clothes in the washing machine together just to save water. If you don't want to wash them together, that's absolutely fine. You can wash them on a separate wash, but I just think it's more economical and more environmentally friendly to wash them with my clothes, and it's not any more difficult. So I'll just unzip it like that, and I will put that in the washing machine and throw my clothes in too. The only thing you can't do if you're using reusable toilet paper is use typical fabric softeners. You can use white distilled vinegar or Epsom salts. I will put white distilled vinegar in the fabric softening drawer in my washing machine. If you have like an American top loader, you put it in the rinse cycle. And I will typically put around 35 mils of white distilled vinegar in, or up to the max line if I've got a lot of washing in there. So that will just help to keep these soft, especially if you live in a hard water area like I do. You can also put them in the tumble dryer to keep them extra soft, and that will keep them softer. Sometimes what I'll do, it doesn't really bother me that much, so I don't usually put them through the tumble dryer, but if I want them to be a bit softer, I'll just run the tumble dryer for like 30 minutes, and that really helps, because these dry very fast. Like I said, they're just literally one layer of flannel that's been serged. So you can do that with old pajamas or any other old flannel material you have, and they're very easy to make, they're a good project, and they just feel so much better to use. So what are the benefits? The first benefit I noticed, especially when I moved into my first flat, was how much money they save you. I didn't realize just how expensive typical toilet paper actually is. Even the supermarket's own brand, not the really basic one, but just the kind of next step up, the own brand toilet roll, it's like £3.50 for 9 rolls, and that will last me, well, I'm not really sure how long it would last me without this because I use this all the time, but it would probably only last me about 2 to 3 weeks, to be honest. So that's a lot of replacing, and you can get a lot at the supermarket for £3.50, you know. It's quite a bit you can buy, so if you can save yourself some of that money, that's very good. I said before, I only use these for urine, so I do still buy the typical toilet roll, because as well as that, you know, I've got guests coming over and stuff and they'll want to use it. You don't have to have one just for yourself. If you have a family who's happy to use it, you can share them, it's fine. If you are worried about passing urinary tract infections and stuff, just wash them at a higher temperature. I typically wash these at about 30 to 40 degrees, but you can wash them at 60, it's no problem. You wash them with regular detergent, and like I said before, just white distilled vinegar or Epsom salts for fabric softener, no fabric conditioner. It just leaves a fine film layer on the fabric and stops it from absorbing as well, which obviously isn't good because you need these to absorb the urine and other things. So money, they can save you money, that's for sure. The other benefit is environment. You're not cutting down as many trees to make the toilet roll, so you're definitely helping to save the planet with them. And the other thing is they just feel so much nicer. For me in particular, when I'm on my period, I notice I get very sensitive around the area outside my vagina, my vulva and my labia. They just tend to be a little bit more swollen, and sometimes I get itchy down there because I've been wearing pads, or even when I've worn a menstrual cup, I just tend to be a little bit more tender. So using these has definitely helped to avoid any kind of itchiness or rashes, anything like that. It's just so much softer against your area, and it also, if you need to wipe yourself down as well, you can wet these and they clean up much better. If you're really heavy, that's something you might find is a problem. On my heaviest day, I'm not a heavy bleeder, but I definitely notice that's something I need to do sometimes. If I'm changing from a pad to put a menstrual cup in, or getting it out the bath, or getting into the bath, or having a shower or something, you just want to clean yourself up a bit. These are definitely a really good option for that. I used to have one, just a plain flannel in my kind of emergency bag, in case there was no toilet roll when I had to change a pad or something, even before I used reusables. So it just seemed like a natural transition to start using this, and once I did, I actually really liked it. They're very simple to take care of. Like I said, you just put them out on an airer and they will dry. The only thing I will add because I have white ones like this, you can get them with patterns and stuff on and in darker colours if you're worried about staining. Personally, don't know if you can see, but they don't stain. I will also just tend to put in some OxyClean, like Vanish, or just some typical supermarket brand OxyClean in. That just helps to get out any stains. And yeah, they're just a very useful product. I really, really like them. Much better for me and my body. There's none of the chemicals and the bleaches that are in the toilet rolls. They've obviously got to get them to look like that. Better for the environment and also better for your wallet. So if you're interested, then definitely I would consider buying some. Like I said, I got these from Cheeky Wipes. I think they were between £8 and £11 for a pack of 25. That only lasts me a week. You might want to get more, or you can just try a smaller pack, a pack of 10, if you just want to give them a go or something like that. So they have the different sizes on there, and like I said, I think maybe, I don't know, I've recorded this a couple of times. You can also get them off at the Etsy. There's a store on there that sells a lot as well. I can't remember the name. I will try and put it down below. But there are lots of stores that sell them. So have a look, see if you like them. You can make them yourself as well if you want, and they will save you a ton of money. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget you can buy cloth pads and menstrual cups from my store down below, preciousstars.net. I've also got lunette cups on there now if you're after that too. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.